The class for Chads. The class that guarantees that you will get pussy in real life. The greatest class in the entire game. I, of course, am talking about the Death Knight. And today, we're going to talk about the history of this class, what it's been through, and what the future holds for our favorite runic blade wielding, necrotic, blood magic using motherfuckers. That's right.
Hey, here's an idea. How about instead of making a boring discussion video, you make a machinima instead?
I already made a machinima about Death Knights. Just go watch that.
Yeah, but it wasn't really that funny, and there wasn't enough me in it.
Nixxiom, I swear to God! Shut the fuck up, bitch!
Oh, sorry. Did I offend you? Ooh.
It's Britney, bitch.
Does Fatty need a snack? Uh-oh. No, wait! I was just kidding! I was just messing around, you know we're friends! Take your disgusting human hands off my night elven body! Ow. God damn it.
I swear. Alright, so anyway, the Death Knights. The best class in World of Warcraft. We can all agree with that. In fact, before this video even gets started, I went and interviewed some people in World of Warcraft, and I asked them for their opinions on the Death Knight class and what they thought of them.
I think Death Knights are just played by edgy teenagers who think they're cool when they're actually not.
I met a Death Knight once. He was a nasty person, covered in maggots and smelled of slime. It made even my nose cry out, and I can't even smell.
I think that Death Knights are gay.
But you are a Death Knight.
I am?
Necromancers would be way more interesting than DKs. I'm just saying.
Death Knights are literally the trash of this game. Always toxic, always so full of themselves. The sooner that they are removed from this game and we return to the ways of the light, the better!
Oh, am I on TV?
Alright, let's be real. Death Knights haven't been cool since Wrath of the Lich King. I said it! Fine! I admit it! Wrath of the Lich King is where Death Knights really shined. They were super overpowered, they had some really cool lore, they had a very clear objective from a story perspective, but after Wrath, DKs got shafted. Ow.
You speak of justice, of cowardice. I will show you the justice of the grave and the true meaning of fear.
Let us talk about the origins of this sensual, sexy class for a moment. Back in the day, Blizzard made the announcement at BlizzCon that they would be releasing World of Warcraft's first ever hero class to the game. And as you might expect, naturally people were pretty curious as to what the hell that even meant. A hero class? What level do they start at? Are they more powerful than a normal class? Do I need to like kill like my player character to like turn him into a Death Knight? What gives? Well, we got the answer to those questions as the months rolled on. DKs would start at level 55, you wouldn't have to sacrifice any characters, and thankfully, the DKs, they were not, in no way, shape, or form, they were not going to be any more powerful than any of the other classes. Alright, so DKs were the most overpowered thing ever to exist in this game, and Blizzard had to go like full damage control to nerf these bastards into the ground. Now seriously, dude, you guys weren't there. I was there. You could tank any number of mobs out in Hellfire Peninsula as DK without taking any damage whatsoever. It didn't matter what spec you were, but if you were blood, you were unstoppable. It was to the point that dungeon runs were just DKs only. You didn't even need a healer. What? I'm a Death Knight. I don't need a healer. It was insane. But the expansion went on. Balancing was had. Ret Paladins can suck my dick, by the way. I hate you guys. And the story of the DKs ultimately concluded with the great defeat of everybody's favorite bad guy, the Lich King, atop Ice Cream Citadel.
Father, is it over?
At long last. No king rules forever, my son.
I see. Only darkness before me.
It was a satisfying storyline for the players. The DKs were betrayed by their master at Light's Hope Chapel. They were freed thanks to the light. They waged a war against the bad guy and his undead minions, and they claimed victory atop the frozen throne of ice cream. The people loved it. The players loved it. Wrath of the Lich King is considered WoW's best expansion, but then, in regards to DKs, things got a little bit strange.
Hey, can I come in now?
No, Nixxiom, you're gonna stay out there and you're gonna rot for all I care!
God damn it. Why is he being such a dick?
After Wrath, DKs didn't really have a story. At all. They were just sort of forgotten. They had been at the forefront of an expansion, as well as the lore of that expansion. And then when all of that concluded, DKs were just abandoned. They got a little love here and there, like they got some in Legion, and they got a little lore bit, whatever. But for the most part, their purpose as a class had been served. They existed lore-wise to fight against the Lich King, defeat him, and he had been defeated. So now what? So for years, DK players and the lore enthusiasts around the world have asked themselves this question in regards to the class. What's the point? Like, why even play a DK? Until at last, with this new expansion, Shadowlands, we are finally seeing DKs coming back into the spotlight with a new purpose all around.
You know, I'll have you know it's really cold out here.
Nixxiom, you are a Frost Death Knight. You do not get cold.
Oh, yeah.
In Shadowlands, DKs are taking the forefront again, as they will be the ones leading players into the new zones, introducing them to the new covenants and more. At least, that's what I think is going to happen. That's what better happen, or someone's going to end up under the floorboards. And our big boy Bolvar is finally getting some love as well, taking center role in this expansion, although he does immediately get his ass kicked by Sylvanas, which was kind of like watching a bad fan fiction of World of Warcraft lore. We all know it's true, but I digress. At long last, we are having a new undeath-themed expansion, and so DKs and their storyline can continue rather than them just being wandering undead mercenaries in the Horde and the Alliance. And that's really exciting for me personally, as a DK fan and a DK player. That's right. It's my hope that with this new expansion, DKs have a greater purpose thrust upon them again. Like, maybe at the end, they're forced to become the jailers of the Shadowlands, where they are tasked with keeping the rift closed between our world and the lands of the dead. Or maybe, lore-wise, they deal with the rogue spirits and other horrors that escape from the Shadowlands into our world, threatening the balance. I don't know. Just something story-wise that the DKs are charged with doing. That is their task, other than just being soldiers and nobodies and, the best tanks and best DPS and best everything in the game, But that's just wishful thinking from me. Most likely, we're just going to see some DK love in the beginning of the expansion, probably near the end, and then the class will be forgotten until we get another undead expansion, which better introduce necromancers to the game, just saying. But I don't know, we'll see. The point is, there is a lot of potential for the DK class going forward, and I'm excited for it. And I'm not the only one, because, hey, there's many in the player base that are just as excited as I am.
If Shadowlands is gonna be nothing but DK love, I am gonna unsubscribe from this shit game.
To be honest, I just play Classic these days. Shadowlands can suck my grime-encrusted cock.
I think Shadowlands is gay.
And why'd you pre-purchase it?
I just like to complain, okay?
Tell me seriously, do I look good in this shirt? Or what?
The Shadowlands shall be purged in the holy fires of the light. No fiend of shadow shall be spared the burning powers of my retribution. So long as it's before 8 p.m. though, because if it's a school night, I need to go to bed at that time. I am a panda.
There's a lot of jealousy in the world today. Lots of people getting jelly over the fact they don't play Death Knights, playing some pansy-ass druids and pansy-ass rogues and shit. Bitch. But for the rest of us, those of us that actually play DKs, those of us that, have been playing for a while, we got a lot to look forward to. Isn't that right, Nixxiom? yeah. Forgot that I threw him outside. Hey, Nixxiom. What are you doing out here?
Just sitting by the fire.
Hey, I'm sorry for throwing you out of the door like I did. I shouldn't have done that.
Oh, don't worry about it. I'm just happy that you made a video about Death Knights again.
They're my favorite class. You know, hey, they might say that Death Knights are all cunts, but you're alright, Nixxiom.
Yeah, we're actually really cool to everybody. Unless you play something stupid like a red-robed warlock.
Who the hell would play as a red-robed warlock?
I know, right?
What better way to tell everybody that you're a complete fucking loser, right?
Oh my god, yeah.
You know, Nixxiom, I think this is the start of a beautiful friendship.
Aw, thanks, buddy. But you really should lose some weight, you fat fuck.
Shut the fuck up. Hey guys, before we wrap up this video, just wanted to give a special thank you to Voldikun, Brizanami, Chase Porter, and all you guys that support us over on Patreon or through the join button right here on YouTube. Because of you guys, you make these videos possible, and me and little Nixxiom, we love you for it. You guys are the sexiest people around.
Yeah, but not as sexy as me, though. Right, babe?
Yeah, Nixxiom, not as sexy as you, okay. In my quest to make a tiny machinima bit for this video, I seem to have stumbled upon a great meeting. Void Fiend, you besmirch this hallowed ground. Shut up, goat. So I made a panda for this little panda bit. And surprisingly, the name Eat Butthole has not been taken on Argent Dawn EU. I will be deleting this panda after this video comes out, so if you want Eat Butthole, the name is available.